I love this tour you've been on too, man, because it feels like this is authentic Ice Cube, right? And it's like, I mean, you've
Yeah.
always been authentic,
Yeah.
but it feels like, I'm railing against the machine. So I was going to ask, who out of the gatekeepers are the gatekeepers worse in sports, Hollywood, or the music industry?
Yeah.
I think they all around. I don't think it's worse than any other I guess profession. I think there's people that try to make sure you stay in your lane.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look like you're getting out of your lane, sometimes they'll watch you, sometimes they'll put guardrails up, and sometimes they'll actually put a gate up and make sure you go no further. So we all got them, and we all got to figure out who they are. We don't have to let them know we know who they are.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to figure out how to get around that gate. I used to hop fences when I was young all the time. A fence or a gate never stopped me from going where I wanted to go.
Which one is more difficult for you? Because you've seen them when you first started NWA. You've
Every
seen
industry.
them, when you first started in the entertainment industry doing films, and now you see them now. Which one is the most difficult?
None of them. They all easy. You just got to go at them. You can't go, you can't try to nice guy it all the time, all of them fold like a chair.
I saw you on Bill Maher, and you was talking about the record industry, and you said that the record industry uses social engineering in rap to encourage criminal behavior. At what point did you realize that?
Oh, man, after I got mature in the game, after I knew that, records were made by committee.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of albums, a lot of dope songs people like are made by a group of people telling rappers what to say or what's dope or that line ain't good enough or, let's change it to this. Get somebody up here that can write and all this kind of hip-hop by committee. And, yeah, the record companies, it be they people in there. I've never had an A&R. I've never had a record company guy tell me shit about my music, about how to make it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of it they liked, some of it they didn't, some of it they raised their eyebrow to, but that's what I turned in, that's what they had to accept. And, that's hip hop to me.
What gave you the business mind, right? Over the BET Awards, of course they play Straight Outta Compton, the Big Three. I seen the Big Three as well that weekend. But in all these things, it seems like you knew what you wanted from the door. How come I'm not this? What gave you that business mind early on when especially even artists today are still not on it with all the knowledge that we know and everything that we see? You can Google so many things. What gave you that business mind so early on?
Watching, people I know and like, have to kind of beg for their money, like and I ain't gonna say no names, but I've seen people that really, can I get paid? Can I get paid? Saw that at, 14, 15 years old, hanging around the industry, just had my antennas up. I had a publicist who later became my manager, lady by the name of Pat Charbonnet. And if you see the Friday movie, she helped me produce that movie, Friday. You'll see her name on it. But she was the publicist for NWA, and I would show up to the interviews early. We got to chop it up, and she was basically like, "Do you know who Jerry Heller is?" And I'm like, "No, who is that?" "Well, you need to look him up because you just got to watch him. How's your paperwork?" She started just, "Have you signed a contract with them yet?" And I'm like, "Nah, I ain't signed nothing." And she was like, "You need to make sure you get an attorney before you sign anything with them." She hooked me up with a lawyer by the name of Michael Ashburn, and we strategized, on how.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on Ice Cube who really been spilling the real when it comes to these type of conversations with the black community, rap, hip hop, entertainment, and business in general, as it pertains to the American business and industry that we work in and live in every day. And I'm gonna have links in the description where you can watch this clip in full at on the Breakfast Club. But he said so many things as he been speaking, and even in that Bill Maher interview, the topic of social engineering. See, everybody think this how the world supposed to work, man. This is programming. As I tell y'all all the time, it's by design, not by default. Now, social engineering really pertains to them actually taking your information, downloading your information, your interests, everything you got going on in databases like that. But he's saying that element, in which it is a fact, is being used. That mindset, that actual type of structure is used on how they market the music, how they write the songs. This a nigga that's in the industry saying, hey, whenever I turn my albums in, ain't nobody sat down with me and wrote nothing. Ain't nobody told me what don't sound good and do sound good. I send them what I like and they put that on. But now they got writers, they got teams, they got concepts. Keep pushing what's gonna sell. Everything is algorithm based now, and there's layers to it. And what does it do every time? Come back and affect us, especially in rap and hip hop. They want you to believe that you niggas is only supposed to be rapping about selling dope, robbing, killing, jacking, stealing, and everything like that. And even on the positive rapper side of it, because we do got some out here, everybody ain't talking about that. Some of them got them elements and flashes in their music, but they talking about getting money too. They talk about their struggle. They talk about their real story in life. But look what get promoted on the news with black people. They can decide, hey, we don't want to promote niggas killing each other every day. We don't want to promote niggas robbing and disrespecting. We don't want to promote women twerking and shaking ass. But guess what? From day one, the presentation is in the line. This is what sells. This is a business tactic. Find a bunch of fuckery from black people, whether it be their music, whether it be them going to jail, look at their cases, them arguing, fussing, fights breaking out. It's been going on from day one. It's a marketing tactic for the entire globe, not just America, to watch and look. That's a form of social engineering. And shout out to Ice Cube, because he one of them niggas that'll come out and speak to it. Now, in that Bill Maher interview he dropped recently, where he went on and talked about, and he been talking about the big three and the gatekeepers and how they'll stop you from getting to the highest level. We already know that. They don't want to be the nigga working right next to them and having control and power. We know who those guys are. It ain't no secret. Niggas can't even really say their names on these platforms without getting taken down. If you know, you know. Everybody ain't gonna catch it. We can throw the ball right to you and put it in your hands lightly. You still gonna fumble and miss, because the programming has worked on a lot of y'all. And I like that Ice Cube will come out and speak this directly. But as he said before, man, these people are working hand in hand. Everybody at the top. Prison owners, the tax write-offs, the label owners, they all going to dinner together. They all lunch. They all buddies. We gonna eat all the way around the table off these niggas. It's just like when you go in the courtroom, the lawyers, the judges, the DA, nigga, they all be partners, nigga. And who do they get the most money off of? Niggas. Who provides the most tax dollars for people going to jail? Niggas. And they gonna keep niggas boxed out. They don't want you to get this type of information. They want you to stay asleep and think that, hey, black people are just messed up and they crazy, because that's what the news say. That's what the media say. I'll give you a clear example. Shout out my nigga BP. He told me one the other day. Tom Brady get mad at one of his teammates, grab him by his helmet, slap his helmet, throw the ball, knock over the Gatorade, throw the keyboard past slapping it, anything. Oh, he's passionate, man. That's Tom Brady, man. He's passionate as hell. He loves the sport. Now let a nigga do that. Oh, he's out of control. He's tripping. Da-da-da. That's conditioning. That's a spinoff of the human form of social engineering. Like I said, tell me what y'all think. We gonna tap in on this some more. Shout out to Ice Cube for speaking that real right there, though. 1000. Stay on your pivot.